You ever seen The Dictator? Or sorry, The Interview?
Yeah.
Hanging out with Boffel, kind of like that. He was just like, hey, do you want to shoot an RPG? I'm like, well, yeah. Can we blow up a car?
And what about the one in Russia with the oligarch?
That was very different vibe. I got an email from a lady, and was some dude with a weird name, son of like this dude's name, son of this other dude, president of this thing that I've never heard. I'm like, okay. Sounds kind of weird, but actually all of it tracks. All of it tracks to me. That looks legit. So I made contact with them and it was like, yeah, we want you to come to Iraq for training to see if you can come. And I'm like, okay, interesting. So fortunately I have friends and friends in low places, I guess, at different agencies or units where I'm like, oh, I know some people that have worked over here. So like in this case, I talked to Mike Pannone, if you know that name.
Yeah.
And Pannone's like, this is like, you got this email is like 1,000% you should go. And I'm like, that's good to know because Mike will be read in on northern Iraq and like what the lay of the land is like there.
Well, he was the Delta operator, right?
Mike Pannone? He was. So it's like so I checked with a few people and I was like, cool, you should, like, I will go to Iraq. And I started going. I've actually pretty good friends now with Boffel Talabani. He's president of the PUK, which means nothing to people here, but in the crazy world of Iraqi politics, like he's an interesting player and a guy that I think a lot of people would genuinely like if they got to know him. Not like he has the option to roll around in convoys with, you know, a ton of bodyguards and all this stuff, and he doesn't do that. He's pretty chill. He's like a very down to earth guy with a lot of power. So like that's an interesting guy and one of a few. Like I've had a few wacky training gigs like that over the years.
He can shoot too, from what I've seen.
Yeah, no, I mean he's working at it every day if he can. I mean, it's not for show. Like he's genuinely into shooting. And the crap that you watch on YouTube, that's the crap he watches. Like he's watching the same shit. Like we'll sit in his like reloading room or whatever and watch, you know, some classic firearms video about like ranking some dumb guns. And he's like, oh, this gun, like fucking, okay. Like it's the same crap. I mean, like it's a much smaller world than it used to be. We'll put it that way. And he's like, that's just a guy who saw me on YouTube. He's like, well, I think this guy'd be fun.
So all the Iraq trips, they're for him specifically, or have you trained other units or?
Let's say it's for him.
Let's say it is?
Let's say that.
So one might assume that there's been some other.
People will assume many things. Like, so a lot of stuff I'm like non-disclosed I wouldn't talk about, but it's like, I would just say it's for him.
So when you work with these types of units, they typically have you sign an NDA?
No. An NDA is atypical. But I would say like that at the higher tiered units, like that is normal. There's a lot of stuff I do that I just don't talk about. Like you wouldn't see it. If I go to a Green Beret thing, like it's like white side. It's not classified or anything. Like I could talk about it, but I typically don't post anything. I did post one plaque from Canada a few weeks ago because they asked me to. They're like, hey, we want people to know you came to CSOR. I'm like, great. Well, I wasn't really happy to post it, but I will post it.
What's CSOR?
Canadian Special Operations Regiment.
Okay.
It was actually a really cool gig, by the way. It was really cool.
What'd you do?
Train the trainers, man. That's one of my favorite things at an agency. It's typically like a law enforcement agency will have me for train the trainers, but that's what it was for them. It was training their firearms cadre, who is going to train their next batch of candidates. Because, I mean, they're working on a bunch of different things, but it's just like a really interesting gig, really nice crew. I mean, I liked everything about it.
Didn't you get to shoot an RPG when you were in Iraq?
Yeah. So you ever seen The Dictator? Or sorry, The Interview?
Yeah.
It was like hanging out with Boffel, kind of like that. He was just like, hey, do you want to shoot an RPG? I'm like, well, yeah. Can we blow up a car? So then he's like texting me. Like, yeah, they're going to have a car for you at 3:00 tomorrow. Blow up a car. I'm like, awesome. Yeah. I mean, I didn't video it, but I blew up a car with a Mark 19 as well. Like the full auto 40 mic, just like, dun, 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 dun. That was pretty sweet.
Wow.
Also, yeah, I enjoyed that.
That's a perk of the job, huh?
Yeah. We've done a lot of shenanigans there. We did an aerial hog hunt.
In Iraq?
Yeah. Yeah, it was great. It was fly up in the mountains and helicopters and shoot hogs with some gunnery training or whatever.
During the day or at night?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering.
I mean, it's not illegal there. I suppose it wouldn't really be illegal. Yeah, it was at night as well.
Okay. Well, I just mean, like, were they wearing like nods and stuff, or did you have thermals on the guns?
They have all the stuff. I mean, I don't use any of this shit. Like, I don't know.
And what about the one in Russia with the oligarch?
Yeah, so I did go to Russia a lot of times for training, which was good. And it was for their copper oligarch who's big into shooting. So it's like, well, I guess we have we have a less formal oligarch system here, but over there it's more formal. And it was just like, yeah, it was like their copper guy's really into shooting. So I'd fly in and do that. And that was very different vibe. So that's like through a translator because he doesn't speak English and I don't speak Russian. And then that's a type of dude who rolls around in a big convoy of vehicles, a lot of bodyguards everywhere for no real purpose, that kind of thing. It was just a dude that rolled heavy like that. So it was a very different vibe.
So what was the day like over there, like teaching
for
him?
Me?
Yeah.
So my driver would come collect me, take me to the range. Everything be ready to go. Dude shows up for training and then is structured. So it's all stages. So this, like the competition stages I was talking about earlier, it'd be like 6 of them set up in a line, right? And we'd shoot one, maybe once, usually once, shoot the stage once. It'd be very complicated, moving targets, activated things, like a world-class stage, right? As far as complexity and challenge, right? Shoot that, and then we'd walk to the next one, and then shoot that, and walk to the next one, and shoot that. And then the reset crew would come in behind and make new stages. So typically in a morning, in a couple hours, you'd shoot 30 stages.
Wow.
Something like that. Like, and each one of them fresh. It was like very good training this is very good. People would pay to do that.
Yeah.
Like it'd be excellent. Right. So, but I was just for training.
That's awesome.
Yes. Like COVID shut that down. Now I don't think it's cool for me to go to Russia anymore. I'm pretty sure that'd be a problem on my end.
Could be.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch the interview. If you got anything out of this video at all, please like the video, leave me a comment, tell me what you thought of the video, tell me who you'd like to see on the show. I really appreciate the support. It goes a long way on these platforms, as you guys know. Most importantly, I have some excellent interviews coming up in the future that I'm really, really excited about. So please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of them. But that's it. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it and hope to see you again soon.